Dave? Dave, you in there?
Don't fight it. Life is a roller coaster. Just gotta ride it. Na 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 na. Found love. Don't fight it. Life is a roller. Life is a roller coaster. It's just gotta ride it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mudstacle TV. It's week 3, we've got the Filipino Army coming up. We're actually in Bordeaux for the Medal Marathon at the moment, so we can't be there to watch the show, so we've no idea how the edit's going to come out. But today on the show we've got quite a bit from me. Unless you're a subscriber to YouPorn, this could be the last time you see me on television for a while. And we've also got a few behind the scenes clips that haven't been caught on camera before. So first off, we're cutting to an interview that we had straight after my eviction. We'd been on the lash for about 12 hours, so apologies if it doesn't make any sense. Enjoy.
This is it. Day that David Hellard got kicked out of World's Toughest Armies, aka whatever it's called now, something else with what's his name?
And I think the main thing is that World's Toughest is probably underplaying. Maybe Universal's Toughest.
It's called something else now. I saw on this thing with who's the guy who's presenting it now?
What's it, confidential?
No, it's not confidential by the time this goes out. This is so for the viewers at home, this is the day after that Dave got kicked out, but this is actually about 3 months ago. What's the date today? 26th of May.
26th of May. Freddie Flintoff.
Freddie Flintoff's.
Yeah.
I think it's Freddie Flintoff's Week in Hell Special Forces Special. Yeah. Why did he get kicked out?
Oh, press ups, fuck. Yeah, so I thought actually the day before I was flying, but then the next day, press ups. You had to do 20 press ups to introduce yourself to Dante, the leader, but you had to do them together. Unfortunately, half the group don't really focus or don't really understand words as much as the others. And so, to be fair, we were tired, no food. So 20 press-ups turned into a lot more. There came a point where after what I'd given for 5 days, I couldn't do that many. I was highlighted as someone who couldn't do that many press-ups, and so I think staff was looking to eliminate someone. Chose me as the guy, the 4 guy. He brought me out front, 20 press-ups. I think he was disappointed that I did 20 press-ups, but I got them. So then he went 50 press-ups, which I think was a compliment.
Yeah. Because
he could have gone 30 press-ups and I would have got 30, but he was worried. Yeah. He thought maybe.
I think if you say to someone, do 20 press-ups, and they clearly struggle doing 20 press-ups, if you were even to say to them, do 10 press-ups, they're probably not going to be able to do them. But for him to say 50, that's a completely impossible task. Like, he's giving you something that you can't possibly do, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what point in the day he decided I was the person he was going to cut, but I think that was his objective. Which it was annoying because it's part of the show is every 2 days someone new comes along, so they don't know your history. Maybe they do, and if they do, then I will find that guy and I will break his legs because that was not right.
Yeah.
But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know about my previous days.
Yeah.
Hello. Has this ever been mixed before?
No.
Probably headshot.
So, he's going out on press ups.
Oh god, I'm not taking that.
Here's the next part of the story. Here's the winning 7 bouts.
Here's to not being the biggest pussy in the world.
Yeah, because this might this might not happen on the show, so we need to tell this story now.
7 guys. I mean,
it happened.
If you saw the size of those
Stay
guys,
tuned because it happened.
Yeah, I mean, you have to replay this rather than actual reality. But cheers, Pete.
Yes. So the boxing, you got a bit of pounding, but then yeah, tell us about how it went off that.
Look, can you see it?
No.
Oh no, that's not real. That was so close as well. No, I became a badass. I mean, it's probably not a big surprise to people. Most people probably saw it in me before. Well, you know when you're at school,
yeah,
and there's that kid who is not particularly strong,
yeah,
but you just think he's unhinged.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely know that kid.
He will go insane,
yeah.
And no one thinks it's hard, but no one's gonna mess because it's a wild card.
Yeah,
I became that kid.
Yeah.
So I've never been prouder. In some ways.
I can kind of imagine like comic book of like where you see like a big kind of cloud of dust and like fists flying around. I just imagine just going like like that.
It's more like no, it's actually I was quite proud of it because I always quite tactical.
Yeah.
Became quite punchy on there and like trying to pull people down and in the head. I was just trying to.
But did they teach you this, or they were literally just like, okay, fight, or did they just like, oh, this is how you do Krav Maga?
No, the guy went, we're doing Krav Maga. Look how amazing I am. Right now, do it. So,
did he fight against anyone? He basically got someone up and kicked the shit out of them. Or?
Yeah. he got this poor guy.
One of your lot?
No, I don't.
Okay, just some random guy.
I only saw him once.
Who was brought in, especially to get beaten up.
I don't know who the guy was. Right. He's probably some poor Palestinian who had tried to get food from the Israelis or something, and they dyed his hair, and corrupted his skin, and then he came in and died, and then that's the last we see of him.
Wow.
So, not that that's a political statement about. Anyway, let's move on.
So we know about Claymore. What happened? What did you see of what happened with her in the fighting?
So Miller was up against Murphy. Who was a firefighter, and they laid people out with a knife in the middle, and you had to crawl to the knife. They both went to the knife, and I'm sorry, mate, you don't want to hear this, but maybe you do actually. Murphy just pounded the shit out of Miller, held the knife and just pounded the shit out of Miller.
So she held the knife. She didn't stab her, but she just was like.
Well, that's what's brilliant about the task is. If you have the knife, so there's this guy, he started stabbing the opponent, and he stabbed him about 47 times, and then they stopped
with
fighting.
a rubber knife?
Yeah, and then they stopped fighting, and then Etai was like, why aren't you fighting back? And he gave him a look of, well, I've been stabbed 47 times with a knife. He's like, where's your spirit? And then they said you have a gun with one bullet in it.
Yeah.
And after about 2 minutes of fighting a guy with a gun with one bullet in, why are you not struggling back? You're like, well, either the gun has killed me or it doesn't have a bullet in it anymore. And but obviously we didn't say that because Etai, I mean, he seemed like the funnest guy. He's probably just as sweet as a clown for children's parties, but I don't think he'd have taken it well at that stage. So,
okay, we are going to paddle pretty hard.
Front center, move! Move!
Miller was picked out as class leader during the Navy SEALs phase.
Okay, guys, listen in. I want both.
She's been consistently strong ever since.
You follow, give me who you are. Who you are! I see them. Let's go get them.
With her now in charge of the red team, they may be in with a chance.
Miller is Miller. I don't think we need to talk about Miller other than saying Miller's Miller.
Yeah.
I think everyone who's ever been Miller knows Miller is Miller. I think her only weakness is the fact she knows she's Miller and her game face is ridiculously game face.
But she doesn't know she's as good as she is, though.
Yeah, that's
she doesn't. She doesn't, like, when you talk to her, she, like, it's just amazing. Like, it's like she doesn't really realise what she's accomplished because she's just like worried about this and worried about that.
Yeah.
And
that's
but actually, like, you know, going into this, I was like, what the hell are you worried about? Like, you know that when it comes to the day, you'll just get that ridiculous red mist over you, and you'll just pull it out. Like, you'll just find something from somewhere, and I think that's what will really carry her through in this. Like, without seeing her, but
and even if it doesn't carry her through,
yeah,
as you said, that red mist is what they're looking for. If you're clouding her at that red mist,
yeah,
it doesn't matter how many push-ups you can do, as long as they can see that you've got, apart from fucking Dante. Apart from him, don't worry about him. He won't be in this world for much longer. But yeah, they're looking for someone who's utterly committed. Miller hasn't had to show her commitment yet because she just bossed it. But if it came down to it, she'll boss it out more than anyone else will.
Yeah.
If it came to 90% pain and you're going to die 100%, Miller will last longer than anyone there, without doubt. She'll be in the final. She might win. I give her a 35% chance of winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As mentioned, we haven't seen the third episode yet, so we're not sure exactly what's going to be shown. But in case they haven't shown, throughout the entire week's experience, I was just stealing food. So this is a bit of a clip for the people that were left in the show to just realise how much food was left on the campsite. If you were starving in day 9 and 12, this is what you're missing out on. Okay guys, we've come back to the base. Spartan race around the corner, so I thought I'd just see how much of the stuff that was hidden is still here. So I don't know if you knew this, I tried to give some clues to people, but there's a lot of food on this camp. This was the first place I hid most of my food. So, still there, amazing. So guys, just think of this, when you were hungry. Oh my god, there's loads. Yeah. Oh man, this would have been good. I've got about 2 other stashes around the camp. Because I went so quickly, I couldn't tell anyone exactly where it was. But yeah, I'd hoped you'd find it. But so that was episode 3 of Mudstacle TV. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with the Australian Army. Who knew they had an army? And for you, Dante, this message is especially from me. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. You, Dante! You, Dante!